ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। We are looking into the Bhashya on Shloka 6. Shloka 6 is Yamam tveke mrityumato nyamahuhu Atmavasam amritam brahmacharyam Pitriloke rajyamanushasti devaha Shiva Shivanam Ashivo Shivanam. So, Shankara Bhashya in this book, page 25. Tatha cha jnanasyaiva moksha sadhanatvam manyamanaha Sarvakarma parityagam aha bhagavan vedacharyo manuhu. So, this is from Manusmriti. Vedacharyo manuhu. Bhashyakara refers to Manu as the Vedacharya. He was an Acharya of the Veda. He taught the essence of the Vedas. He also says that one who is a jnani, one who has attained Atmajnana, is entitled to give up the karma. Jnanasyaiva moksha sadhanatvam manyamanaha. Jnana alone is the moksha sadhana. Manu understood this very well. Therefore, sarva karma parityagam aha. He talks about sarva karma parityaga, giving up of all the karma. It is told, Yathokthanyapi karmani parihaya dvijottamaha Atmajnane shamecha syat vedabhyasecha yatnavan iti. Yathokthani karmani parihaya, giving up all the karmas that are told in the Shastra, that are told in the Veda, Shruti and Smriti. Dvijottamaha, a Dvijottama. We should understand Dvijottama as a word, as a person who has attained enough chitta shuddhi. He is a mumukshu and he has attained adequate chitta shuddhi. He has attained prabala vairagya. The most important indication of chitta shuddhi is a prabala vairagya. He is not attached to anything, not attached to relatives, not attached to possessions, not attached to recognition, name and fame, etc. Free from attachments, free from raga, and also he is free from expectations from the world. This should be like this, that should be like that. Often, I was thinking in the morning today, we often make effort to straighten the dog's tail. In fact, I was thinking of writing a sutra on this. And I thought of a name for the sutra also. Shvapuchcha rujutva murkhata sutram. Shvapuchcha means dog's tail. Shunaha puchcha puchcham. Shvapuchcham. Shunaha puchcham shvapuchcham. Shashti tat purusha. Shvapuchchasya rajutvam. Rajutva. Rajutva. Straightness of dog's tail. If one thinks like that, it is a murkhata. It is a foolishness. You can keep trying as hard as you can. No dog's tail becomes set straight. You may bring country dog. You may bring any foreign dogs. No dog, no pedigree dog's tail has ever become straight. Now people keep complaining. Suppose we keep complaining, I tried very hard to keep the dog's tail straight. It is not becoming straight. If we start thinking like that, we are disturbing ourselves. This is what happens in most of the time in our lives. So, I keep telling him all the time, he is not listening to me. She is not listening to me. The world is like a big dog's tail. Therefore, Vairagya means you are not expecting the dog's tail to be straight. Meaning, no expectation from anything. He should behave like this. She should behave like this. This should happen like this. No expectation. Allow the world to be as it is. Leave it to the Ishvara. The universe is created by Ishvara. And Ishvara takes care of the universe. So Vairagya involves not getting disturbed because of the happenings in the world also. The ability to remain undisturbed, the ability to remain in peace despite being aware of the happenings in the world. Therefore, Dvijottamaha, a person who has attained enough Chitta Shuddhi. See, who should give up karma? It will be discussed later on, but I will tell now. Because when this is heard, everybody will think we should all give up karma. It is not so. So, who is an adhikari for karma tyaga? We have to understand properly. There are two types of sannyasas. Karma tyaga means sannyasa, giving up the karma. Two types of sannyasas are talked about in the Shastra. Number one, vividisha sannyasa. Number two, vidvat sannyasa. Vividisha sannyasa means this person has attained adequate chitta shuddhi. His mind has become very pure. He has got prabala vairagya. No more interested in any material pursuit. All he wants is only moksha. Then, in order to pursue Atma Jnana, he takes sannyasa. He gives up all karma. Sasadhanam karma parityajya. He gives up the karma along with the karma sadhana, the means to do karma. He gives up his house also. House, yajnashala, goshala, everything he gives up. Even goshala is a karma sadhana, cows. So, the Agnihotris, those who are performing karma, they used to keep some cows so that they can get the milk and ghee, etc. So, it is also a karma sadhana. That is why the Agnihotris generally used to be Shataguhu. They used to have around 100 cows. So that the Ajya means the ghee that is poured for the yajna is attained. So cows are needed for getting ghee. And cows were used for dakshina also. In yajna, nowadays they give money as dakshina. Earlier the money was in the form of cows, pashu. So that was another means for karma. So sasadhanam karma parityajya. He gives up all karma along with the sadhanas. So that is sarva karma parityaga. Atmajnane shame cha syat vedabhyase cha yatnavan. Then what should he do? He should focus his life on Atmajnana. Shama means mastery over the mind, withdrawal of the mind from the external engagements. Atmajnane Vedabhyase. Vedabhyasa means Vedanta Abhyasa. Shavanadi Abhyasa. Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. He devotes all his time for Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. It is told in Manusmriti also. Tathaha Bhagavan Parameshwaraha, and he gives some other quotes. Bhagavan Parameshwaraha aha. Where is it told? What is the source? Give the book. Pustak not given. Parameshwaraha. Yeah. Source is not known. Okay, that is why he has put a question. Illondu prashne ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So, Bhagavan Parameshwaraha. Bhagavan has said this. Where he has said, we don't know. The author knew. We don't know now. Source is unknown. That is why nowhere the source is given. Of course, in this book, the source is not given much. But that book, they have tried to find out the sources. But this source, even they could not find. That is, even Satchidanandendra Swamiji could not find. Then people like me have to do a namaskara. So, some text where Parameshwaraha himself, Bhagavan himself, has given the teaching. Jnanam tu kevalam samyak apavarga phalapradam tasmad bhavadbhir vimalam jnanam vaira kaivalya sadhanam vijnatavyam prayatnena shrotavyam drishyameva cha ekas sarvatra gohyatma kevalashchiti matrakaha Anando nirmalo nityasyadetat sankhya darshanam etadeva param jnanam etanmoksho nugiyate etat kaivalyamamalam brahma bhavascha varnitaha ashrityaitat parantatvam tannishthastat parayanaha gachanti mam mahatmanaha yatayo vishwamishwaram iti. Jnanam tu kevalam samyak apavarga phalapradam. So, apavarga means moksha. Apavarga phalapradam. What gives moksha? Samyak jnanam eva. Jnanam samyak. It should be connected as samyak jnanam eva. Samyak jnana is the kevalam. It is the only sadhana for moksha. Samyak jnana means atma jnana, brahma jnana. It is the only means for moksha. There is no parallel means for moksha. Can karma give moksha? Can meditation give moksha? Can pranayama give moksha? The answer, the clear answer, unambiguous answer is no. Nothing other than Atma Jnana is capable of giving moksha. Now people may say, Swamiji, you are a fanatic. Why don't you reconcile with those people who say karma is a means for moksha? With those people who say meditation can give moksha? With those people who say pranayama can give moksha? Why don't you reconcile all these paths? All paths lead to the same moksha. Why don't you say? I cannot say that because, number one, there is Shruti Pramana. The Shruti Pramana clearly says, Jnana alone is the moksha sadhana. There is no other moksha sadhana than jnana. Means without jnana, one cannot get moksha. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Tameva viditva atimrityumeti. Nanyah pantha vidyate ayanaya. The Upanishads are very clear. Tam viditva eva mrityum atyeti. We have seen this in the last session, I think. There is no other path. It is the Shruti Vakya. And not only it is Shruti Vakya, it is supported by very strong logics also. What is the logic? If ajnana is the cause of samsara, what is the way to be free from samsara? The only way to be free from samsara is to remove the ajnana, remove the ignorance. And the ignorance cannot be removed by any means other than jnana. Therefore, there is no parallel path. One cannot bypass the Atma Jnana. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Jnanam kevalam apavarga phalapradam. Only jnana is the moksha phala sadhana, moksha sadhana, apavarga sadhana. Tasmad bhavadbhihi vimalam jnanam kaivalya sadhanam prayatnena vijnatavyam. Therefore, Bhagavan is telling all the people, bhavadbhihi, by all of you, kaivalya sadhanam jnanam prayatnena vijnatavyam. One should attain the jnana. One should attain the self-knowledge with the effort. Prayatnena vijnatavyam. Jnana does not happen easily. Prayatna is needed. Bhagavan himself says, Prayatnena vijnatavyam. One has to do all the necessary efforts. One should cultivate vairagya, cultivate chitta shuddhi, then approach the Guru, do seva to the Guru, do Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana. All those things are needed. Therefore he says, Shrotavyam Drishyameva. The Atma should be heard. Shrotavyam. First of all, Shavana. One has to listen. Listen to the Upadesha. Guru Padesha. And Guru Padesha alone is not enough. After the Guru Padesha, one has to do Manana Nididhyasana. And finally, one should get the aparoksha jnana. The knowledge has to become aparoksha jnana. It should be assimilated properly. It should enter into every part and parcel of one's personality. Therefore, Drishyamevacha Ekas sarvatra gohyatma. So what has to be understood? Ekaha Atma, the Atma, which is Ekaha, one without a second, and Sarvatragaha, the all-pervasive Atma. Kevalasthati matrakaha, Kevala Atma. The Atma is Kevalaha. Kevalaha means without a second. Ekaha and Kevalaha, one without a second. This kind of Atma, Anandaha, he is Ananda Swarupa. The Atma is Ananda Swarupa. Nirmalaha, free from all impurities. Nityaha, eternal, not time bound. Syadetat Sankhya Darshanam, understanding this is Sankhya Darshanam. Sankhya Darshanam means Atmajnana. Bhagavan is not referring to a philosophy called Sankhya. That is different. In Vedanta, in the Upanishad or in Bhagavad Gita or even in Bhagavatam, wherever Sankhya is told, it is not a different philosophy. It is Atmajnana. It is Advaita. In Sankhya, you cannot say Ekaha, Kevalaha, Anandaha, Atma. It's not there in Sankhya philosophy. Etadeva param jnanam etad mokshonugiyate. Etadeva param jnanam. Understanding the Atma Tattva. It is the ultimate jnana. It is the supreme jnana. Not any other type of jnana. Any other type of jnana is ajnana. One might have done PhD. Not only one PhD, there are people who have done multiple PhDs. Even after doing multiple PhD, one remains a samsari. The samsara does not go away. All the emotional problems remain intact, or often it increases the more degrees one gets. That is why we find highly qualified people also getting into depression. Clinical depression. There are many cases. So many people come to me also. Why? Because the more they study, the more degrees they accumulate, they become more ambitious. They have bigger dreams. And the dreams are not fulfilled, unfortunately. When the dreams are not fulfilled, there is a breakdown. Therefore, any other jnana is ajnana. In fact, Shankaracharya says, I am not saying this. Aparavidya avidya. Aparavidya is avidya, he says. Any other jnana is avidya. That is why In Chandogyopanishad, Narada comes to Sanat Kumara. Narada comes to Sanat Kumara and asks for Brahma Vidya. Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti, he says. Then Sanat Kumara asks, you tell me what you have already studied. What is your qualification? Often, even we ask qualification of a person. When a student comes, we ask his or her qualification. Because when we know the qualification of a person, we know how to teach. Then Narada tells his qualification. Narada says, I have studied this, I have studied that. Rigvedam Bhagavo Adhyemi, Yajurvedam Samavedam, etc., etc. He gives a very big list of his qualification. He knows everything. Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chandas, Jyotisha, Bhuta Vidya, Nakshatra Vidya, so many things. And after telling his qualifications, Narada says, Soham Bhagavas Shochami. Despite all these learning, Shochami. I am in dukkha. I have problems. I am suffering from sorrow. I am suffering from samsara. I am not happy. And then Narada says, Tarati Shokam Atmavit. I have heard Atmajnani becomes free from shoka. Atmajnani becomes free from samsara. I have heard this. Therefore, I have come to you. After learning all other vidyas, even though I am highly qualified, I have come to you. You may not have passed 10th. Sanat Kumara may not have gone to school. He didn't go to school. As soon as he was born, he walked out as an Atmajnani. He didn't go to school. Still I have come to you after getting many PhDs, because the Atma Vidya is the greatest Vidya. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also. Therefore, Etadeva Param Jnanam. This is the Param Jnanam. This is the supreme knowledge. Etan moksho nugiyate. And this is the way to moksha. Atmajnana is the way to moksha. Etat kaivalyamamalam brahma bhavascha varnitaha. Ashrityaitat param tattvam tannishthas tatparayanaha gacchanti mam mahatmanaha yatayo vishwamishwaram. So, on attaining this knowledge, the yatis, the mumukshus, they attain me, the Paramatma. They attain the Brahman, they attain the Paramatma. So far the Bhashyakara established that jnana is the only means for moksha. And therefore, one who is a mumukshu, he gives up karma. He is entitled to give up karma and take to sannyasa and devote himself to Shravana, etc. As I said, it is called Vividisha Sannyasa. Yeah, then there is another type of sannyasa. I think I forgot to explain that. It is called Vidvat Sannyasa. Vidvat Sannyasa means after jnana you take sannyasa. He is already a jnani. Then he takes sannyasa. It is called Vidvat Sannyasa. Being a jnani, he gives up karma. So, who should give up karma? Two people. One is the one who has attained adequate chitta shuddhi. He has got prabala vairagya. Then he takes vividisha sannyasa and pursues the atmajnana full time, giving up all other responsibilities, giving up all other engagements. Another type of person who is entitled to give up karma is the one who is already a jnani. So, now a student asks, on hearing the previous words of the bhashya, previous discussion of the bhashya, the student asks, Nanu evam chet tarhi karmani nanushtheyani. So, see, previously what was told, karma sannyasa was told. A mumukshu should give up karma, this was told. So, mumukshuna karma tyajyam, it was told. But then, student thinks everybody should give up karma. So even I should give up karma. Perhaps the student is a grihastha. All of a sudden he thinks, now I should go home and the first thing I am going to do is talak, talak, talak. So then the discussion is not complete. So, nanu evam tarhi karmani nanushtheyani. The shishya is asking, then I should also give up karma. Everyone should give up karma altogether. Anybody who has some inkling towards moksha, should he give up karma and take to sannyasa? Many institutions are busy increasing the number of sannyasis. They are looking for more and more sannyasis because they need sannyasis to run the organization. So, should everyone give up karma? Then Bhashyakara answers, Na nanushtheyani kintu jnanina na anushtheyani. Yeah, very important statement. Na nanushtheyani kintu jnanina na anushtheyani. So first he says, Na nanushtheyani. You have to see the usage of na, the nanya usage. Na nanushtheyani. Meaning, I don't mean everyone should give up karma. Na anushteyani iti na. I don't mean it should not be done. But kintu jnanina na anushteyani. A jnani need not do karma. A jnani does not have karma. Tatha cha aha bhagavan vasudevaha. It is told by Bhagavan Vasudeva in Gita, in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, who need not do karma? This is a very clear-cut shloka. This shloka says, who need not do karma? In fact, this shloka is told in Karma Yoga, chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita. What is the number?
3:12.
Yeah, chapter 3, 12, shloka 12. Chapter 3 is Karma Yoga. Krishna is talking about karma. Krishna is telling Arjuna, you do karma. Meanwhile, he says this also. Who need not do any karma? Who doesn't have any karma? Yastvatmaratire vasyat atmatraptascha manavaha atmanyeva cha santushtaha tasya karyam na vidyate. Yastu atmaratire vasyat. An Atmajnani. Who is Atmaratihi? He is interested only in Atma, only in Paramatma. He is not interested in any Anatma. He is not seeking happiness in the Anatma. He is why he is not seeking happiness in the Anatma? Atmatraptascha manavaha. Because he has found happiness in the Atma. Atmani triptaha. He has found the happiness in the Atma. Atma Ananda. He has found. Therefore, Atmani evacha santushtaha. He is satisfied with himself. He has found a satisfaction in himself. No more desires. He does not seek anything more. He does not even seek to become something. I have to become something. Often we think so, I should become something, some great man. He does not even have that ambition. He has discovered the happiness within himself. He has discovered the absolute fulfillment within himself. Then Bhagavan says, Tasya karyam na vidyate. He does not have any karya. He does not have any kartavya. No obligations. No requirement of doing any karma. And the very next shloka in Gita, Naiva tasya krate nartho. It's not given, I am telling. नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो नाकृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः तस्य कृतेन अर्थः न अस्ति. Any action does not serve any purpose for him. If you tell a jnani, you should do karma, he will ask why. If you say, you should do karma so that you can get material prosperity, you can go to Swarga, etc., or you will get some material prosperity in this life, you will become very famous, you will get money, you will get a visa to America. If you tell a jnani, he says, I am not interested in them. I don't seek happiness in Swarga. I don't seek happiness in America. I don't seek happiness in anything in this world, he says. Therefore, kamya karma, he is not interested. Kamya karma is possible when somebody has a kama, somebody has a desire. When he does not have a kama, kamya karma does not serve any purpose for him. Then you may tell him, you do nishkama karma so that you may get chitta shuddhi. Then he says, I don't have to do karma for chitta shuddhi also. Why? Because he has already attained the result of chitta shuddhi. Already he has understood he is the Brahman. He is not the mind. Even the mind is mithya. Even my mind is mithya. Therefore, why should I try to purify my mind? A jnani will ask so. When my mind itself is mithya, why should I work for chitta shuddhi? Therefore, kritena arthaha na asti. A jnani does not have any purpose with the karma. And na akrateneha kaschana. Then if you say, if you don't do karma, you will lose something. If you don't do karma, you are going to lose something. You try to create a FOMO in him. What is FOMO? Fear of missing out. Then he says, I have nothing to lose. The Brahman has nothing to lose. No loss is possible in Brahman. Therefore, na akrateneha kaschana. He does not have to lose anything by not doing karma. He doesn't have to gain anything by doing karma, and he doesn't have to lose anything by not doing karma. Nachasya sarvabhuteshu kaschid-arthavyapashayaha. He does not have any dependency for any purpose on anyone. No expectation from anyone. Therefore, he does not try to please anyone. I have to please these people. I have to please my vote bank. The politicians have to please their core voters, their vote bank. Likewise, we please people. I have to keep this person happy, that person happy. He does not think of keeping anybody happy. He does not think of pleasing anyone. He says, I don't have to please anyone. I don't have to please the human beings to fulfill my expectations. And I don't have to please even the devatas. He does not bother to please even the devatas. Nachasya sarvabhuteshu kaschidartha vyapashayaha. Therefore, he is free from all karma. No karma. So it is a beautiful shloka which says, who does not have to do karma? And then Krishna says, if one is not like this, he has to do the vihita karma. He has to do the karmas that are enjoined by the Shastra. Let's stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti